What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? Welcome. Welcome once again. It is Wednesday morning, and welcome to People Talk Now. I'm your host, Vanessa Herrera, and as always, you guys already know this is a show where you ask about it and I talk about it. And welcome. Happy fucking Wednesday, y'all. Good morning, rise and shine. Get those little boogies out your eyes. And, so I had thought about it long and hard, and I said to myself, what am I going to talk to my dear people about this morning? And I said, you guys are always hitting me up, and, you guys are so sweet, and you're always asking me, to talk about, veganism, about plant-based food, and you're just always so you're always so eager and always have so many questions, and they're always really good questions. And I'm really grateful for you guys listening, week in and week out, every Wednesday morning. I really do appreciate you guys. And so just remember, you guys, you ask about it, I talk about it. That's all it is. And we are trying to change the pace out there on what people are calling better days. So I decided that today I would talk to you guys about, kind of give you guys some advice. So today's podcast episode is all about me just giving you advice on how to start your days off better, how to have better days, how not to get into any situation that kind of requires any kind of mental confrontation, physical confrontation, any kind of confrontation at all. And one of the first things that I would like to start off by saying is that, first of all, before I even get into that, I just want to say, if you're on your way to work this morning, or if you're on your way to a meeting, to a job interview, to a family member's house, to the hospital, I don't know where you're going, to school, to drop off your children, whatever your situation is, I just want to let you know that first and foremost, you're an amazing person. And I really hope that you feel that this morning, that you're looking at yourself and you really truly understand how special you are to be here on this earth this morning. And if no one told you that, and if you haven't looked in the mirror this morning yet and have told yourself that, well, I'm telling you that, okay? Your girl, Vanessa, is here telling you that, okay? So now we can get started with our morning. So, yes, guys, listen, I get it. I've talked to a lot, quite a bit of you from time to time, on and off, through IG, or some of you text me. And I just want to let you guys know, man, like, first of all, let's cut the crap, man. Let's stop letting these people that, are energy drainers. Let's not allow anybody, basically, because we are the king and queens of our kingdom, and we have every right to be happy. There's no necessity whatsoever to wake up and feel the need to be angry, really, because being angry doesn't serve us for shit, first of all. And so, we have to take control. We have to take our power back. You can't be letting people take your power. Okay, let me just say that. I'm kind of looking around because I think my cat's in here somewhere. Definitely do not let people drain you of your energy. And I know you're probably like, well, Vanessa, I mean, it's so easy for you to say that. Like, no, it's not. Like, I wouldn't be saying this to you if there wasn't people, no matter what, like, it doesn't matter what level of conscious you get to, people will try to test you. People will try to get inside your head, basically, because, deep down inside of them, they're just kind of saying, like, what the fuck is up with them? Why are they so happy? And what the fuck formula, what they got going on that I can't figure out. And see, that's the thing about most humans is that when we can't figure out something, it annoys the shit out of us. We're annoyed because we just can't figure it out. But at the same time, we are people that when we apply ourselves and we really give it that 100%, we are actually able to do good for others and for ourselves. If you're starting off in the morning and you can't find anything to be happy about, whether it's like, man, I woke up today and god damn, my face is clear. Or, I woke up today and my hair looks amazing. Or just look at yourself and say, god damn, I am beautiful. I am just, you got to find something to be grateful for, first of all. Like, that's one of the things right off the bat that I can think of. You got to find something to be grateful for. So, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to be completely transparent with you guys. Basically, I don't have today's episode scripted or anything in front of me. Just to let you guys know, I'm just kind of flowing with you guys and I'm talking to you guys, with what's on my chest and how I feel, the advice I can give to you guys based on the things that I know and the things that I've dealt with and the people that I talk to on a daily basis. And I will say this, we definitely should stop overthinking things. And the reason why I say that is I don't know if you guys hear me say this a lot, but my piece of advice to you is that my life, a part of my life, became so much more easy when it could be so easy for us to have a very cluttered mind, right? Our mind can just fill up with shit in a fucking snap of a goddamn finger. And we could start thinking of a million fucking things, right? And we can start off our morning saying like, okay, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk my ass downstairs and drink a cup of tea, whatever your preference is, tea, coffee, vodka, whatever. The point is that you can have this set thing in your head, right? But the minute you go downstairs, you start thinking of all these other things like, oh, I got to pay this bill, or, oh, shoot, I got to be here at this time, or, oh, dang, I remember what I said to such and such yesterday, or I can't believe what's his name said that on his Instagram, or just, whatever. All of these things going through your mind, what you need to do for family members, what you haven't done, or what you need to do. And you haven't really focused on you. And in that minute, when you start doing that, you're losing focus on you. The most important person when you wake up in the morning is you. And I think a lot of us forget that, we just get up and we're so like fucking, I don't know how to describe it, but, jump on the bike or we jump on the horse or get in your Honda Civic, whatever you hop on, I don't know. Some people hop on other things in the morning. I don't know. The point is that you need to first and foremost focus on you, goddammit, and don't feel bad about that. Because sometimes, a lot of the times, what other people that are just genuinely happy, these people that are fucking glowing, like they're shooting Skittles out of their ass. They're just fucking shooting rainbows out of their mouth and their eyes are beaming with fucking glitter. These people, okay, I'm not making fun. I'm just trying to get you to understand how happy some people really are. And I'm going to tell you what that formula is. The formula is that they just are. They don't make no excuses because there's no need. When you want to be happy, you just are. You live in that exact moment. In the minute that anybody tries to come along and talk to you about something that does not exist, if something happened yesterday, it's done. You got to start, there's got to come a point in your life where you got to start telling yourself like, okay, first of all, no one's telling you to push things away. Now, if there's an issue where you need to deal with an emotion and you feel it then deal with it then and that now. But don't deal with things that have already happened yesterday or things that haven't even occurred, because tomorrow hasn't even occurred either. So I think when you start developing that mindset, like, you know what? Okay, well, shit. I'm living in the right fucking now. So let me handle what I got going on right in front of me. When that's done, let me go on to the next thing and kind of like do this little domino effect. Just going and going. And one time, I read this book, and it's called The One Thing. And this book is really amazing. I actually have it. I can see it from where I'm at. It's in my bookshelf. I fucking love my bookshelf. Just had to put that out there. So in this book, they describe something, right, with, that's called the domino effect. So basically, it's this belief that when we start something, right, and this could be with anything, all right? You start with anger and you continue to be anger. Guess what? Your brain, it's like a computer. So if you're only teaching your brain how to be angry, guess what? Your brain's just going to be, this is what it picks up. As soon as a certain reaction, you get a certain reaction from someone and you don't like the way they reacted towards you because you're upset. Guess what your brain's going to say? Let's get mad, because this is the only way we know how to handle things. But I guarantee you that if you start changing the way your brain works, you start saying, you know what? Okay, you know what? He or she is allowed to feel however the hell they want. I got no goddamn control over that. Like, it's fine, man. Shit. We are all our own people. Then that's just that. You're teaching your brain how to be more accepting, more compassionate towards other people, more understanding, being like, you know what? Yeah, man, shit, fuck. And in that moment, when you choose that instead of conflict, guess what? You're altering and you're rewiring your brain, and your brain is thanking you for that, because it's kind of like, okay, oh, okay, I get it. Okay. So this is the way we're supposed to react. And you do that. And you do it again and again. Not to say we're all hanging around a bunch of assholes all day. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying when that situation comes up, if you're trying to be a happier person, always think about don't always think about it, but I'm saying, like, in that moment, think about your reaction. Think about how you're behaving. An Oreo cookie has two sides, you guys. Just, it's not great unless it has the other side. It's not a full cookie. So, you gotta be understanding of other people. And yeah, so that's like one way. And like the reason why I brought up that book is because in that book, the metaphor is that if you do one thing, that's what's called the one thing, and then you do it again, especially if it's manifesting itself into a like positive outcome, then guess what? It's going to continue happening for you, and it's going to be like a domino effect. And that's when I don't know if you've ever got the satisfying feeling of seeing a bunch of dominoes fall, but it's kind of like you do all the work, right? And you line them all up, and then you just start rubbing your palms together, and you're like, yeah, I'm about to knock them all down now and get that feeling, that dopamine in your brain, it just says like, yes, this is what we've built on, especially if you're creating a happier you, and then you knock it all down. But it's a good feeling. It's not like sadness. You're like, oh shit, like hell yeah, like this is the outcome of me choosing to be happy. And all these people are gravitating towards me because I'm choosing this. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you want to be happy. You just are. Now, on another note, happiness comes along with a whole set of other things. Now, based on what I've learned, and these are things that I've learned over the past 6 years or so, is that happiness also has a lot to do with the things that we eat. So think about it like this. You ever have a day or a weekend? I don't know. Everybody has these days on different days, but some people call it Taco Tuesday. I don't know. I call it Junk Saturday. But you ever have those days where maybe you feel like eating a little bit of junk food? All right. I'm trying to make it sound cute, but it's not really that fucking cute because you're like, blah, 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 just putting everything in your mouth like an ogre. But so you sit down, maybe you're watching a movie. I don't know what you're doing. I really hope you're not jumping up and down, because most of the time when we're going to sit down and enjoy these sugars and these salts and sodiums, whatever, we're usually like, hell yeah, I'm about to dive into this bucket of popcorn. And so you got to think about it like this. In that moment, your body's happy, right? Because you know that you're about to sit down and you're about to enjoy these things. But there's a certain thing that eating certain foods does for you as well. Now, certain foods we eat for some weird reason, after a bit, we're just like, gosh, oh man, what the fuck? Like, you eat too much junk, naturally you're like, God, I feel like, yeah. Well, imagine that you're doing this very often. You're not really eating healthy. You're not really caring for yourself, right? So everything kind of goes hand in hand. Imagine here for a second that you're eating like shit all week long. Okay, and you're trying to be happy. You keep saying like, I'm trying to be happy, Vanessa. I am trying to be happy, God damn it. But you just don't know what the other part of you, another chemical in your brain that just is like, why are these not clicking? What is going on? And so I'll tell you what's going on. What's going on is that you're working on one part, of your building. Right? Let's do Vanessa's metaphor. Okay, here we go. Just came up with this like this, the split second like that. Okay, so imagine here we're building a building. We're building a building. What the fuck, Vanessa? Okay, so we're building a building. Bear with me, you guys. Bear with me right now. I'm on my training wheels. So one side of the building is the building where you're trying to be happy. You have the intentions, right? The intentions are there. But then the other part of the building, like, oh no, like you ordered you kind of hired some people that are basically, kind of low budgeting the other side of the building. So you got one half of your buildings looking immaculate, like the fucking is in tip top shape. Right? And we're referring to your brain, right? And the happiness, what you're trying to achieve. But the other side, right? The other side of the building, you didn't really put that 100% of investment that you did on the other side. Right? So this side, we call it half-ass. The other side, we call it invested. Like you invested in that motherfucker right there. So that shit's like looking like top of the line, fucking the shit. But your other side, not so much. So what I'm getting at by all of that delightful illustration is that if you're going to take care of one aspect of it, right, You're telling yourself this is what you're going to do, and you're making those choices. You also have to start thinking about the other effects of certain things. Now, no one's telling you that you can't enjoy the finer things in life, whatever that may be to you. But what I am saying is that the certain foods that you're eating, if, where you're excusing yourself and you're saying like, well, it's okay if I eat this every once in a while, as long as I do it in moderation, right? No, it's fucking wrong, man. Like, first of all, don't even say that to yourself, all right? Fuck moderation, all right? See, the thing is that when you eat the foods that you're going to eat, think about yourself and how it's going to make you feel. Now, I'm pretty sure that you and I, neither one of us, if you're listening to my podcast and you're really comprehending what I'm saying, chances are you were not fucking born yesterday. Chances are you have a pretty good working brain up there. So I would say, listen to me. I'm grabbing you right now. I'm grabbing you by the shoulders. You feel that? You feel me squeezing? You feel me squeezing? That's me grabbing you saying, look, this is your fucking life. Take your life back. You want to be happy? No fucking body can tell you how to be happy. No one. But there is people that have succeeded in being able to control and just be and just live simpler, easier, happier lives. And they have this formula, right? And the formula is like, okay, the formula is, first of all, live in the right now. They don't eat shit, guarantee you that. They're eating things that are amazing for their brain, for their body. They don't make excuses for themselves, all right? Because if they want to be happy, they just fucking are. And it's that simple. And there's a lot of other things that I've, mentioned in previous podcasts that you could do to basically kind of get yourself on that, let's see, what is this analogy that I hear some people use? I don't know. I guess I could say get you on the boat, kind of get you going, start paddling, maybe get across the river, maybe get off, go to a fine, decent restaurant. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying here. But the gist of it is that you have to work on yourself. And you basically have to stop trying to work on other people until you feel like you are 100% built. All right. I don't mean like shredded or, buff. That's not what I mean when I say built, because I know like that's a term that's used nowadays for fitness as well. But if you are not built, right, you're not completely built, then you shouldn't probably try to reconstruct other people. You probably shouldn't have a no say so on other people, what they're doing or what they're not. Now, if you are basically wanting to help someone, right, and you feel completely 100% content with who you are, what you do, and I'm not talking about half-ass, because I can't even begin to explain to you how many people I see who are, feeding people quotes and all this shit on the goddamn daily, on their IG stories, or, yeah, just be positive, man. And, know this and know that. And yeah, I don't deal with that, but they really are dealing with that. No, we don't want none of that. We want 100% fucking satisfaction, guaranteed, or get your goddamn money back type of vibe. All right. That's what we want. That's what we're striving for. And, I really also want to suggest, since I'm on this boat and I'm kind of, I'm vibing with you guys, I'm trying to give you some advice of kind of how I live my life and how I just don't want to get involved with anything other than myself and what truly brings me happiness. And that is just that. So another thing that I kind of wanted to share with you guys, since we're, talking on this note about this, is that I know you guys have heard me mention it before. If we've hung out, if you've been around me, you hear me talk about a book called The Slight Edge. And right now, I'm on chapter 9, but I'm hoping after today that I'm on chapter maybe 11 because I really am just enjoying it. The book is called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I highly suggest, if you haven't read it, you go pick up a copy. You'll thank me later. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll cuss me out. I don't know. Let's hope it's a little bit of both, but in a good way. So the book right now, I really like it a lot because it's really changing me, and in a good way. It's making me think about life completely different. And so, like, one of the things that is talked about in the book is that they say that if you work on something every day, a little bit at a time, and you just work and work, and you chip away at it, eventually it's going to be something. And you may not see it right away. And that's the thing. And that's the stipulation too with the Slight Edge, is that you can't start already like thinking like, oh, if it's not happening, it's been this amount of time. That's just it. Forget about that. Ask yourself, how much do you love something? How much does it mean to you? How much are you willing to invest of yourself into that? And you do it a little bit of time every day and just believe that something good will happen. And there is so many people that have read this book, people that are NFL stars, people that are successful writers, people that are successful business owners who have completely fucking just like transformed like businesses that they own into multi-million-dollar fucking businesses. You know what I mean? Where they started with an X amount and they just worked on it every single day, little by little, and over time it became something fucking amazing. And that's just the thing. See, people are like, oh, well, fuck, I've done this for a year and nothing. Okay, I'm here to tell you that I've been going to the gym for about 4, maybe over 4 years already. Could be 5. Shit, I don't know. But the point is that, most of the time, in the beginning, I wasn't seeing the results right away. And, when we're going to the gym, we go a week and we're already looking in the mirror and we're just turning, or we're like grabbing some rolls on our stomach, or, we're popping that booty out in the mirror and just, I don't know, we're sticking our chest out. I don't know, whatever people do. Those are all the things I do. Anyways. So yeah, and you're just like, where's the results? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the shit, bro? I've been working out all week. Where's the results? Well, that's just it. That's where the Slight Edge comes in, because, everybody, that's where you fell, because you're just like, you're already looking at the end. Stop right there. Stop looking at the end, because I'm trying to teach you to think about now. This very moment that you're listening to this podcast, this now, not then. And so that's where a lot of people go wrong, because they're just like, that's what I'm learning, It's like all this time I was just like, I couldn't see it, right? And it could be very discouraging. You're just like, well, gosh, I don't know. I mean, shit. I don't know if I can, you ask people, where are you going to be in 5 years? I don't know. You know why a lot of people say, I don't know? I mean, sometimes people really just don't fucking know, but cut them a break, all right? But I'm saying, like, when you ask people this particular question, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You have some people that they just got it all fucking figured out. They're like, well, I'll tell you where I'll see myself in 5 years. In 5 years, I'm going to be buying a house, and I'm going to have this, and I'm going to have that. And you're just like, holy fucking shit. This guy, this girl, this whatever, they've got it all figured out. Like, what the fuck? And then you ask some people and they're just like, no, it's like, if you just asked them what the lottery numbers were and expected them to know it. And of course, some people are like, I don't get it. Like, how do you expect me to answer this for you? And so basically, it's because we're already looking at the end and you get discouraged and you're like, oh, I don't know. How could I, oh gosh. Okay, exactly. That's the whole point. Stop looking all the way at the end. You're in the wrong area. Slow the bleep down. Come back. Well, let's think about this very moment right now, where you're trying to go from this moment. And so this book is really amazing because, it talks about compound interest over time. And it's just like my favorite thing because I use it with a lot of things in my life, whether it's working out. And that's kind of what's encouraging me lately to just really eat good and just eat healthier. Because I know a lot of people are like, well, Vanessa, you're vegan. So it's just like, how bad can you really eat? But no. Just, there is vegan processed foods, that have, sugars and all this stuff. And then, again, sugar and salts, yes, they're vegan, but they're also still very highly addictive. So again, regardless, like this theory of the compound interest is kind of what I've been using in a lot of aspects of my life because I'm like, okay, you know what? Okay, this is simple. If I keep eating like this and I just don't think about it and I just enjoy it, like it's just good, like I'm hungry and just enjoy it, then everything's going to be fine. You know why? Because I know that no matter what, it's a safe, it's a very rewarding feeling to know that eventually you don't think about when, you just know that in whatever ending time, eventually you will get there. You know what I mean? And it's such a good feeling. Because if you're already thinking of the end, are you really enjoying the now? God damn it, somebody hand me a fucking check right now. That was just, somebody bag that up right now. Ooh. Did y'all feel that right now? Did y'all feel that breeze just come through the window? Oh gosh, I love talking to you guys, man. I really hope you guys enjoy listening to me too, because man, I do love talking to you guys so much. It means a lot to me. The people that reach out to me, and you know who you are. Every single one of you, man. You guys know who you are. The people that reach out and are like, you know what? Vanessa, I'm inspired by you. And again, it could be many things. It could be my writing. It could be fitness. It could be whatever the hell it is, Like, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I mean, these are little things that you could do, It's when you want to be happy, you just got to start putting yourself in that situation to be happy. If you're in situations where you're around scenarios that are basically going to bring conflict to your life, you probably most likely should not be in it. And you shouldn't make no excuses, like don't make, like you want to truly be happy and you just want to be at peace. You need to be around situations that are going to bring you just that. Start surrounding yourself with those kind of people that are going to push you to get off your ass and not only do and aspire the things that you want to do in your lifetime, but also are going to just, they're going to be positive people and there is a such thing, okay? It exists. There is people out there. And the minute that you start feeling someone around you that it's kind of like, they're already starting with their shit, hey, there is nothing wrong, okay? There is nothing bad about you saying, hey, you know what, man? This is the kind of stuff I'm not going to tolerate. And I'm out. Straight up. Like, there is nothing wrong with that. Because the person that you should defend the most is you. You defend you, because your happiness and where you're trying to go in life, it's so easy to get by just saying no and yes. Saying no to the things that do not serve you, and there is nothing wrong. You don't have to feel bad about it. And no one can ever make you feel bad about it. And that's the thing. You got to get your strength back. You got to tug of war with it. At first, it's a little tug of war, but then it gets a little easier over time. You just realize that, you know what? It's just, wow, it's becoming so natural. It goes like a domino effect. It's just happening. Boom, boom, boom. My life is, I've grown so much. I went from, I hate fucking this and I hate fucking that and fuck you and this prick and this, no, don't get me started. The point is that now I'm just like, it was all because I really wasn't accepting people. You know, back in the day, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I don't want to be around no drama. But the truth is that I really did want to be around drama back in the day. Like, I feel like drama and hard times and sad and depression, all those things, I feel like I couldn't be creative at all of those things. And then one day someone came along and was like, you know, a reality slap in the face. Not a physical one, but just damn. It was damn near almost one, but it felt like it. Sometimes you need people like that in your life. They're going to tell you how it is when you don't want to hear it. And we all say like, oh, I want you to tell me the truth. You look at me in the eye and you tell me the truth. Right? But then when someone does, you get pissed off. And it's okay. It's like human mechanism, right? We get a little upset because someone is challenging us and maybe, you know, we don't really understand it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, always defend your happiness because you're the most important person in your own life. Then everything else afterwards is just a luxury. You know what I'm saying? But yes, you guys got to definitely check out that book I was telling you guys about. It's called The One Thing. And the other book is called The Slight Itch by Jeff Olson. If you're interested in reading these books, or you maybe want me to send you a picture of them, reach out to me on People Talk Now on IG. Email me. Maybe I can email you some pictures of them at peopletalknow@hotmail.com, because you already know. I like to keep in touch with you guys. And yeah, man, as always, you guys already know. I love chatting with you guys. I love sharing some insight. And, you know, on things that you could do. Just, I hope some of the things I said here today kind of stuck out to you, made you maybe think about, you know, hey, I really want to be happy. You know what I mean? Like, you got to start asking yourself. And you'll see all the things that will start opening up and all these crazy things that will start to happen when you really just let it all go and let all the joyful things that come with happiness in. And, you know, we don't need drama in our life. You know, stop believing the shit that you see on TV. So yeah, I mean, we can't believe all that stuff you see on TV. You know what I believe? I believe things that are right in front of me. So, listen to the sound of my voice. All right? You're going to be all right. Choose happiness. Choose you. All right? Choose the people that bring you just that. Choose the people that bring you happiness into your life, bring you positive, motivate you and push you. Eat things that you know are going to build your mind the right way. It's going to help you have those positive thoughts, because a lot of the processed shit that's out there, it does affect our thinking process. You can look it up scientifically. It's been proven that, certain processed foods that people eat definitely has a negative effect on people. And so I think if you've already, tried certain things and you've noticed that it's kind of causing you those negative effects. You can hear those sirens in the background. Sweet old sirens. I hope the people inside that ambulance are all right. I don't know them, but I know that I've been in the ambulance a few times, several times actually in my life. And, I learned that from my dad. My dad would always say, like, if someone's in an ambulance, wherever it was going, I would say, he would always look at it and he would say, man, God bless those people. And I hope, whoever's in there is all right, wishing them well. And I thought, wow, that's so beautiful. My dad he doesn't even know them. And, he just loves, got so many good things, you learn a lot of good things from your parents. If you're, even the bad, good or bad, but I thought that was really beautiful. And so, yeah, you guys, I need to drink some water. So, yes, you guys, I hope anything that I said, has made some sort of sense. But I just kind of want to come on here and chat with you guys and talk to you guys and give a bit of advice on happiness and a couple books I think you should read. Because we do need to read. It's important. We need to have more of that in our life. I should really start a book club. You know that? Like, we start kind of holding each other accountable and whatnot and reading certain books and talking about them. Maybe I can even have a podcast about it on the next one and kind of talk to you guys about it, really. So, yeah. As always, you guys, thank you so much. If you ever have any questions and all that goodness, feel free to email me at peopletalkingout@hotmail.com. And as always, you guys already know that I like to leave you guys with the joke of the day and a word of the day because, my motto is that, it's okay. We should be sharing laughter with one another. And I always like it when you guys leave my show learning something new, whether it be from my advice or whether it be from the word of the day. You know what I mean? Because my dad changed me a lot when I was younger, and he used to always say, there's something to be learned every single day. And that's true. I really do believe that to be true. So, joke of the day. One day in school, the room teacher asked the class to use the word fascinate in a sentence. Molly put up her hand and said, my family went to my granddad's farm, and we all saw his pet sheep. It was fascinating. The teacher said, that was good, but I wanted you to use the word fascinate, not fascinating. Sally raised her hand. She said, my family went to see the Grand Canyon and I was fascinated. The teacher said, well, that was good, Sally, but I wanted to use the word fascinate. Little Johnny raised his hand, but the teacher, being a little hesitant on account of she had been burned by Little Johnny before, finally decided there was no way he could damage the word fascinate, so she called on him. Johnny said, my Aunt Caroline has a sweater with 10 buttons, but her tits are so big she can only fasten 8. Get it? Fasten 8? Oh my goodness. That was a good one. Okay. So, word of the day. Here we go. So the word of the day is dragoon. So the definition of dragoon is to subjugate or persecute by harsh use of troops, to force into submission or compliance, especially by violent measures. Did you know a dragoon was a mounted European infantryman of the 17th and 18th centuries, armed with a firearm called by the same name? No arm twisting should be needed to get you to believe that the firearm's name, which came to English from French, is derived from its semblance to a fire-breathing dragon when fired. History has recorded the dragonish nature of the dragoons who persecuted the French Protestants in the 17th century during the reign of Louis. I called them Louis. Jesus Christ, Vanessa. The persecution by means of the dragoons led to the use of the word dragoon as a verb. So that's interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the word dragoon. I know it's my first time hearing it today, so yeah. So I hope you guys learned something new. Like I always tell you guys, go out and use the word dragoon or not. That's a hard one to put into a sentence, in my opinion. But anyways, as always, you guys, it's been a real slice. And thank you guys so much for listening. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram at People Talk Now. And yeah, you can always email me at peopletalknow@hotmail.com if you have any ideas or some things that you want me to talk about. My name is Vanessa Herrera. And I'm your host. And it's been a real slice talking to you guys today. So thank you so much. And have a kick-ass Wednesday, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.